Rocket, welcome in. Congratulations on being the fastest thing alive, claiming first in the chat for this stream. I hope you're doing well today. Obsquaction! Hello, Primbles, welcome in. Bravo, you can have the first good joke of the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Doing okay, glad to hear it. Warm-up break is coming in very shortly. My jacket does not feel as comfortable this week as it did last time we did this.
Oh, hello.
Prosecution would like to ask James Sunderland to the bench. Welcome in, Cyborg. Hope you're doing well today. I think it may be a little bit difficult to locate Mr. Sunderland, and I'm pretty sure he's actually the accused in the case. So Detective Gumshoe is out looking for him right now.
Hello!
Does it have to be human? Does it have to be mine?
Torpor, welcome in, and thank you for that treat for the bar staff. And I have topped up the treat jar today with seasonally appropriate treats. So I am going to save this treat for when we're on the main screen, so that you can see my seasonally appropriate treat. Gumshoe just wandering around Silent Hill, not really bothered by all the monsters. Yeah, that sounds like our Dickie. To be honest with you, Gumshoe has never really done anything that could hurt anybody or cause him to feel any real guilt. So I feel like if he went to Silent Hill, he'd just have a very nice holiday and it would be a bit foggy. I've prepared myself for tomorrow dinner. Pizza pastries, smoked stracciatella. That sounds really nice. That sounds really, really nice. Full disclosure, I've come straight from work. I finished work late. So I'm probably going to get really hungry at some point during the stream. Gumshoe's only guilt is not having enough money, though that's not really his fault. No, it's Edgeworth's fault. Like, Gumshoe's Silent Hill boss monster would just be, like, a prosecutor. It would be Edgeworth, but monsterfied, and every time it hit him, he'd lose more money. His healing item would be cheap cup ramen. He would actually get served in Happy Burger if only he could afford it. Yeah. I have another prosecutor in mind, but I'm not saying who because spoilers. Good on you, Rocket. I'm proud of you for not partaking in spoilers. And yes, I know exactly who you mean. Okay, that looks like it's the warm-up break all done. So, hi everyone. It feels like it's not been that long since I last saw you. In my restless streams, I see that place. Going to Silent Hill and all the monsters just feel sorry for you. Poor Gumshoe. Yeah, they'd just toss him some money. I refuse out of principle to spoil these games. I know, but when you get excited about a thing, it can be very easy to let slip spoilers, as we have seen in this chat in the past. So I'm saying good on you for not spoiling anything for the folks in chat that have never played an Ace Attorney game. Because one of the things I'm loving most about this is getting to share it with people that never would have had the opportunity to experience it themselves. Gumshoe and Zenigata would be in therapy sessions for the ages. It absolutely would be a therapy session for the ages. Hey, Goofball, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. And Buff as well, welcome in. Oh, the jury is filing in quite nicely. It's good to see you all. Ace Attorney, yeah, Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney, as performed by the NB Attorney. Oh, and Torpor, the treat for the bar staff is an eyeball. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that adorable? You had a pizza. Yummy. What kind of pizza? I am a little restricted in this. But it's worth it for you folks. Mmm, pepperoni pizza. Yummy. Okay. I think we're ready to continue from where we left off before. But I need you all to settle down in chat, obviously.
Order! Order!
Order in the court. Now, as we have done in previous sessions of the Ace Attorney trilogy playthrough, please feel free to join in, do your theorizing in chat. No spoilers if you've played these games before, because there's a lot of people in this community who haven't. These are some of my all-time favourite games, and I have been waiting for so long to have an opportunity to share them with you all. So, for the sake of those that have not had that experience yet, that have not experienced the joy of the Ace Attorney series, please, please, please refrain from spoilers. But feel free to discuss things in chat about the case that we're doing, where we might need to go, all that kind of stuff. And when we're in court, feel free to use the various Ace Attorney themed sound commands when you feel it's appropriate to do so. As a reminder, we have objection. Take that. Eureka. And, of course, the one you've already heard.
Order! Order!
And we also have Hold It, which I still haven't made a button for. Thank you, Cyborg. I forgot I had Hold It. Yes, so we have a full complement of Ace Attorney sound effects for the use in these streams. Please feel free to use them with abandon, because it's half the fun of the streams. I'm going to have to take my jacket off at some point because I'm already way too fucking warm. But we'll see how we get on. Because I promised you folks I would dress for court every time we streamed these. So we will. Okay. So. We're on this one. This is our save. I had to check the times then to make sure I picked the right one. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Jumping Jehoshaphat's. Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. Gamersgate, who are an Is There Any Deal site, have both Phoenix Wright and Apollo Justice as a bundle for 30 quid. That's pretty good, because that technically means you're getting 6 games for 30 quid. 2 trilogies for £15 each. That's a decent amount of game for your buck there. Ace Hill Silent Attorney. You would not do well as a silent attorney, I don't think. I'm pretty sure that would get you fired quite quickly. Not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. So, you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? And what was that? Well, you see, it's just me as sister. Oh, poor girl. My boy, I owe you many thanks. I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what it would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. Would once again like to remind everyone, Phoenix in one universe has canonically represented Majima in court. Yep. Had to remind him not to punch the judge. He did. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Right? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. Does seem troubled about something. Starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So for folks that weren't here last time we played this, there's a noticeable absence of something on the wall behind Mr. Grossman. And we know where that is. We know where that painting has gone. There was indeed a crossover with Professor Layton, and thanks to some very wonderful guidance from Primbles, at some point in the future, you will see it on this channel. Because it turns out I can soft mod my DS to be able to capture the content from the screens on my computer. Which is going to open up a whole lot of other games that I really want to share with you folks. So thank you, Primbles, for doing that, for pointing me in the right direction and offering your assistance when I finally get round to actually doing it. 3DS soft modding is an art, it really fucking is. And I'm very, very excited about actually finding the time to sit down and make sure I've got all the components I need and actually do it. Is it time for a hobjection?
Oh, hello.
Hello, Soup. Welcome in. Yes, it is. So, Red White, the owner of Blue Corp, do with that information what you will, now owns the painting that used to belong to Mr. Grossman. Oh, I got mine out when we were talking about the soft modding stuff, Primbles, and I may or may not have restarted Hotel Dusk. Fucking love that game. Can't wait to share that one with you all. Because that's probably never gonna get a PC release. I'd be very surprised if it did, because of some of the mechanics relying on you using a handheld console. But it's such a great little game. I cannot wait to get to share it with you all. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, not Mr. Grossman. I keep calling him Mr. Grossman, his name is Grossberg. I have to admit, something has been bothering me. I mean, to be fair, he calls us by the wrong name all the fucking time, so... Ace Attorney Games, get. Fuck yeah! We love to hear it.
Order!
Hello, RNG, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. It's time for your favourite command again. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... that big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with. Well, I saw it. Today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp. In Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes. And I know what it is. You're lovers! It's not what it is. It's not what it is. Illicit affair! Oh my god, the game's icon is a tiny pixel phoenix. Yes, yes it is. Isn't it adorable? You can actually, for the 3DS, you can get a pixel art Ace Attorney skin theme thingy. I definitely don't have that. Honest. I absolutely have that. He's blackmailing you. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? Look at that face! It's like a dog that's been caught eating cheese. I think the painting is fairly gaudy proof. You just want to give him little head pats. Pat, pat. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were me as understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Hello, Modhell. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. It goes well, thank you. I am very warm. It is quite warm in this outfit. And I am naturally quite warm. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. Welcome, Indy. The wheel hath spoken. So, what hath the wheel spoken? What must you struggle through next, my friend? Mr. White, we all know that you can easily pay any fines or pay your bail without much effort. Bailiff, bring out the guillotine. Yeah. Oh, I bet Garlips is over the fucking moon. He really wanted Super Mario 64 to come up. He's gonna be in his happy place. He wasn't even there to see it. Disappointing. Too busy jumping about in Silent Hill. Well, some of us managed to find time for that and other shit that they do, I say. Dressed in my finery, having finished work 15 minutes late. Currently in the sad place, still playing Silent Hill 2. See, I really like it. I really, really like it. And I had a lot of fun sharing the opening, like the opening sort of bit with you all yesterday. And I cannot wait to share more of it with you because I played more off stream after the stream finished up. I had my wind down time and then I played, looks like a sad place to you. Hey, nice reference, Steve. Well done. Yeah, so I've got further in my off-stream playthrough now. And I cannot wait to show you folks more. Because every single time I play it, I just... so much joy, it's so much fun. Really, really enjoying it. And you know how much I love to talk about pretty games. It's hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. Hey, Tuan, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. How goes the laws? Well, they certainly go. We have just uncovered that Mr. Grossberg is being blackmailed. I've been avoiding it because a buddy is going to stream it when he gets it. That is completely fair, RNG. I have been avoiding streams that I normally frequent purely because they're playing it and they're ahead of me. Like, I'll pop in and say hello, but then I will disappear so that I don't spoil any of it for myself. And I absolutely get it if people don't want to see any of it because either they're waiting for a particular person to play it, or they're planning on playing it themselves and want to go in as spoiler-free as possible. Completely get that. Mr. Grossberg is being gross. Well, he's not being gross. Well, he is sort of being gross. He's been being blackmailed for the last 15 years, so, you know, this is kind of an ongoing issue for him. He's actually being more pathetic than anything else right now. Looks like a kicked puppy. You can see it weighs heavy on him. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It's 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium. A spirit medium. A medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Faye! Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. And I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. So, something I didn't realise until fairly recently. I tend to have a particular fondness, it seems, for media that involves an actual, real psychic being persecuted for not being a psychic, like being persecuted for being a fraud when they are in fact actually a very powerful psychic. Because if I had a nickel for every time a piece of media that I absolutely adore has a subplot about a powerful psychic or powerful magic user, for want of a better description, being persecuted as a fraud by people that didn't get what they wanted out of her, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. But it is weird that it happened twice. A midget psychic evading the police, a small medium at large. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You can have a good joke for that. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? Well, the DL6 incident was top secret at the time. Made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. Oh, we don't care about the fucking police, but you did get a woman killed. In secret, they began looking for the one who solved them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. This guy looks like he could be bribed with a cookie bouquet. I mean, I guess. I think they're using his size as more of a, an indicator of wealth than an indicator of appetite. I want cookies. Yeah, you and me both, Buff. I've not had cookies in forever because of the diet. I know you did, Cyborg. Hey, Bunny, welcome in.
Hello.
Hope you're doing well today. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. If you would still challenge him. A close look at Mia's office. Mia's office?
Does it have to be human? Does it have
Bunny,
to be
thank you
mine?
very much for the treat for the bar stuff. Why won't the lid come off my jar? There we go. Let's see what seasonally appropriate treat I get this time. It's a bone! It is a bone. Thank you very much for the gummy bone, Bunny. Hello, Nat. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Oh, no worries at all. I'm doing all right, thank you. I hope you have a great rest. Bone. Yeah, Twan likes to give out yellow cards when people make puns. I'm honestly amazed he has any yellow cards left when he's here. That's where my spare rib went. Okay. That was a good joke. Well done. Work is a thing. Ah, I see. Work should absolutely be outlawed. I hope, as much as it is a thing, it's at least a doable thing rather than a completely unbearable thing, if you see what I mean. On the scale of things, I hope it's at least in the middle somewhere. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that, Nat. Well done. Night, Nat. She followed his every move for years. May have recorded something of what she found. Okay, well, we have nothing else to talk to Grossman about. Grossberg about. He's not a Grossman, he's a Grossberg. Close, but not the same. Do I have anything I can present to him that's of interest? Not really. Okay. So we know where we need to go next. We need to go to the Fay & Co law offices and do some investigation. It's funny. Looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Mia's favourite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Now, knowing full well that none of this stuff is useful for the case, but that it's still there and accessible is really nice. Because you're learning a little bit about not only Mia, but Mia's relationship with Phoenix. Like, she's told him this stuff, but they've not really known each other long enough that he can... that he's had time to go and watch that movie. And, like, he knows that this is her favourite pot plant. You know, things like that. It's nice. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. Oh, you know what, chat? I am just gonna readjust my microphone because I've realised I'm leaning forward, which is actually really, really bad for my shoulders, especially when I'm wearing this extremely restrictive jacket. So I'm gonna sit back in my chair and relax a little bit. Holy shit, me relaxing? Who'd have thought? And on stream, no less. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Well, we know we're looking for the DL6 incident as a start point, so let's go with files A through I. Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. A, B, F. Misty Faye! That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Abso-fucking-lutely. I've tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words. My mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of 2 men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. Let's see. J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this? Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. Biggest parts here. And the end in S. Suicide? Ooh. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all too. I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. That's the indication that there's nothing for us to find in the last file, but we're going to check anyway. T, U, I know, W, white. The entire W section is missing. No worries at all, Bunny. Well, I hope you enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge. But you do what you need to do, okay? Was it taken? So as much as there was nothing to find, the fact that there was nothing to find is actually evidence in and of itself. The sky is blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Let's go back and have another chat with Marv, if we can. Nothing new to talk about, so we present information to him instead. Look at what we found, Mr. Grossberg. I found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. You know who we've not been to see in a little while? The absence of evidence is not evidence of absence, except in this case it is. Yes, exactly. Apparently, Miss May is in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Okay. So we've got Blue Corp or the Gatewater Hotel that we can go to. So let's go to the Gatewater Hotel, because I'm sure you folks would love to see her again if she's here. Bellboy seems to be out. Huh? Sound of water coming from the shower. Oh, I forgot the bellboy was
Hello
here.
there.
Hello, Eggy, and goodbye, Eggy? I guess? Ah, right, I see. Enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge, Eggy. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. La-dee-da, money-making, money-making. I got the money-making blues. Sprinting to work. Oh gosh, best of luck. Someone seems to enjoy washing the showers. Screwdriver is still stuck in the drawer. I better not touch it. No telling what the bellboy would do to me. Nice weather again today. You can see the Faye and Color offices, of course. Bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. I better not touch them. No telling what the bellboy would do to me. Okay, so there's nothing else for us to investigate here. So, we've only got one place left we can go. You know what that means? Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Okay. I think we're past needing to talk about April May. I've got to put this guy on the spot, and quick. What's the matter? You seem distressed. This isn't gonna put him on the spot. He holds all the cards. Nintendo is making an alarm clock? Buh? What? What? Why? There's no point asking someone this crooked a straight question. I need some evidence I can use as ammo. What's wrong? Is something stuck to my face? Yes, your nose. Okay, that's kind of neat. If there's one thing Nintendo's good at, it is gimmicky shit. But of course, I jest. You need not restrain your mirth, my friend. It is okay to indulge in my cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you. Well, we can't do it from here. This guy's a pro at pulling the wool over people's eyes. I've got to put him on the spot, quick. Stop that! Your hot gaze is giving me goosebumps. can only do it from here. Can't do it from the court record. There we go. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I'd better make this one count. You know, he could have saved this for court. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labelled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong? What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. I mean, potato, but... Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me. What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. I want to punch that face so badly. I know, right? Yes, me too, Primbles. Me too. Honestly, they haven't, as much as they have updated a lot of it in terms of visually, they've not updated it as much as you might expect. Really, they've just upscaled everything where the backgrounds are concerned, and then they've replaced the pixel art with something that translates better to a larger screen. Make him kiss the backside of his own skull. I mean, that would be very nice, wouldn't it? Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Please excuse the ice cream van outside, everybody. I would offer you all a 99, but they're like £3 fucking, so I can't afford that. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, the man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those... Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer. Hey, Hans, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. You will not be found in contempt of court for roaring every now and then. You're all good. As was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you and you will be tied as Miss Mia's killer. Case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. Hey, Proc, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. It's going well, thank you. I have friends in the local Lawyers Association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, butts, hairy butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Road-sowed. Hey, Cypher. Welcome in. Alright, sorry, pal. Butts was the murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. It's the boy. Can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. Made the last meeting ridiculously quick. Excellent. Congratulations. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you... I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Defend me in court! Break me out of here. There is obviously only one correct option here. Let's take a mallet and play High Striker with Mr. White's wedding tackle. Yeah, that's fair.
Now then, let's have some fun.
Well, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. She seems very qualified to defend him, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, leave it to me.
Hello there.
Okay, somebody, there we go. Wow, Chibi, you're on a real go slow today. Hello, Kian, welcome in. Like, how did so much stuff happen there? My chat's really behind as well, actually. Because we heard the... Like, I heard the sound effect to go with Cypher saying kill them all, like, a good 30 seconds before Cypher's message appeared in my chat. So if I get disconnected from you all, we know why. Thanks, Twitch.
Order!
Order! A better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. Oh, thank you for the posture check. Modhill, I can't stretch properly in this jacket. It restricts my movement too much. So I'm just gonna put my arms out to the side and I'm gonna T-pose for the defense. This is the best I can do with my stretch. Thank you very much for the... Tan is asserting dominance over the prosecution. And it's definitely not because the jacket's too small for me. My arms are too big. My shoulders are too big. I'm not designed for this kind of restriction. The treat for me is a little witch face. Thank you. Assert dominance over your chat. No. We are equals here. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. Oh, that witch face tasted really nice. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Bless her. She wants to defend you. She does. She wants to defend us. But she is not legally qualified to defend us. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day. Most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. Okay, we are actually due to take a break in like 8 minutes, but I'm gonna take the break now before we start the next chapter because I do not want to have to pause halfway through the chapter for a break. Well, I do not want to pause during the trial for a break. Perjury gets you purgatory, white wanker. Yep. So we are going to go for a little break. Grab a drink, grab a snack, have a stretch, get some fresh air. Another reference to the Japanese legal system. You betcha, Kian. Not quite the same as it is in the in the real world, but it's leaning very heavily on that. This entire series is one long reference to the Japanese legal system. It absolutely is. And not a loving one at that. Right, okay. Meet mecha maintenance time, everybody. Do your mecha maintenance. I will see you in 3 minutes. BRB. Spider Marathon Committee will hear about this.
I mean, you could literally stand at the basement door and wait for it to come out and just follow it. And this is the monster I was terrified of as a child.
And now we're bullying it. Hi! How you doing? That was satisfying.
It's fine. Just pick the one you'd most want to boink.
Okay, Tidders get ready with a poll, I think. I think that's how this is going to end up going.
They ruined my life. There will be no boink.
Okay, no, I'm dead. End the stream. Oh, fuck. It's great. I love it. I love it. This is why I like hanging out with you two.
There's like 3 modes my conversation has, which is filth, affirmations, and so that's why we need to like rebuild society.
Well, this is a good baby. Oh, you fucker, that were a big fish. For those of you in chat that have played this game before, as is always the case, please refrain from any spoilers, because I have equipped Tidders with an additional tool in her arsenal.
No spoilers, you fucking shitebags.
Should you disobey that rule. Basically, you put your thumbs in the indents in the back of your head. You knot your fingers together on the back of your head like that, and you sort of push your arms out, and then you push up with your thumbs and tilt your head forward, and you should be able to feel it in your neck. And it Oh! It doesn't even give a shit. Did somebody do that then? Please. Yes, nice one, Tidders. That was perfectly. You're also evil. What didn't? Welcome back from the break, everybody. I hope you're all feeling refreshed. I'm going to fidget in my seat a little bit. Oh, that's better. I have undone my jacket. I'm still wearing it, but I have undone it to cool myself down a little bit. Gonna see how long I can make it through the stream without taking it off. Pastas. I want pasta now. I'm gonna have pasta for dinner. I like pasta. Court is once again in session. It absolutely is. We haven't actually saved yet. I should have done that during the break, but I didn't. Yeah. Okay. Here we go, everybody. We have to be our best dressed today, because we're the defendant. September 9th, 9:52 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Thank you very, very much for trusting me with your community today. We have something for that.
Ice ball!
Welcome on in, everyone. For anyone that's not been here before, hi, I'm Hobby10. I'm a variety streamer based in Scotland. My pronouns are they, them. And today, we're in court as the defendant. I have played these games before, full disclosure for everybody, but they are some of my favourite games of all time, and I finally had an excuse to share them with everyone because Capcom very kindly gave me a code for Ace Attorney Investigations 1 and 2, and I wanted to give everyone a primer on the universe before we got into those. That was indeed the German objection sound. I have every objection sound, every take that sound, every hold it sound, and every eureka or got it sound from every single language variant of the game. All randomized in their own little sound commands.
Objection!
See? Thank you to the Ace Attorney fan base for collating such a fantastic wiki on the series and all of its sound files. That's some sick dedication. I appreciate it. You want to talk about dedication, Gizlek? This is part 4 of our playthrough. I have dressed like this for every part of the playthrough, and will continue to dress like this for the entirety of the Ace Attorney original trilogy. I am the attorney today. I do have outfits planned for the other games in the series as well. But that's spoilers. And for making some really funny videos using the sprites. Yeah, I used to love the Phoenix Wrong videos. And to use cardboard cutout badge for a certain episode, I might. I've actually got some a prosecutor's badge and an attorney's badge on the way, like proper little cosplay ones. But they're coming from the other side of the world, so they're not going to get here till like November, unfortunately. But as soon as I've got those, my little 40k pin that is acting as a replacement of attorney's badge will disappear in favour of an actual attorney's badge. One way or another, this case gets decided today. I am an Imperial lawyer right now, yes. I am the person that gets assigned to you if you've done something wrong and you're appearing in Imperial court. I'm so sorry. You're not going to win. This isn't turnabout. That only works in these games. Ah, Phoenix, look! Authentic American Imperial lawyer. Prosecutor Edgeworth. It's the boy! Yep. Oh gosh! Mars Mara, thank you very much for trusting me with your community today. Welcome on in, everybody. Double raid. Sorry to the folks that have just heard the spiel, but it is important that I welcome everybody in the traditional way. So, welcome on in, everybody. For those that haven't been here before, hi, I'm Hobby10. I'm a variety streamer based in Scotland. My pronouns are they, them. And today, we are playing some more Ace Attorney. We are in court as the defendant today. So hopefully we survive. I know how this works out. Spoilers, I've played these before multiple times. Hello, Joe Mama. Hey, SK. Mosmaro, hello. Welcome on in, everybody. If you do need to raid and rest, raiders and folks that have come in with the raids, please by all means do. Plenty of space in the Lurkers Lounge if you want to put your feet up and lurk and vibe as well. But yes, thank you very much everyone for coming along. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. I raise an objection. I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? Oh, I'm doing very well, thank you, Mars. And you enjoy that food. Thank you again for that raid. So, for anyone that's not played this before and has no clue what's going on right now, we accuse the man of blackmailing all sorts of people. Politicians, lawyers, prosecutors, judges. And he pulled some strings and got us arrested for murder. And then told his prosecutor friends that if they didn't make sure that I went down for this murder that I didn't commit, they'd lose their jobs. It's almost like he's blackmailing them. It's almost like we were right and probably shouldn't have shown our hand so early. Congratulations, Mod Hell. I'm glad to hear it. What was on your food frisbee? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story. Oh, he knows how to glare at us, doesn't he? I'll do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie, to avoid being found out. No way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Huh? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? So some people in chat already knew that, but little revelation for those that haven't seen these games before. Edgeworth is the type of person I'd put in prison forever. That's fair. That's fair. Ooh. Okay, my throat is kind of sore, so I'm gonna stop with the voices and just read stuff. I am really sorry. I like doing the voices, it's fun, but my throat hurts. And I would rather be able to speak tomorrow than continue doing the fun, silly voices. No, I know, I'm sorry, Proc. Gotta take care of yourself, exactly. And I used the last of my Strepsils while my in-laws were here, so I can't even, like, pop a cough sweet. There will be more streams and more times for the silly voices, yeah, absolutely. Well, court will be starting soon. And just because I'm not doing the silly voices doesn't mean I'm not going to put emphasis on words and things like that. I'm just not going to try and alter the pitch of my voice as I speak. What? But wait. Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. No worries, Cyborg. Enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge. Take care of your Meat Mecha's PA systems. They are important for coordination with other meat suits. They are exceptionally important. Oh yeah, we didn't tell anybody that we were going to be defending ourselves. I can think of one person in the real world who defended themselves. Do you know who that is? Ted Bundy. Not really a great look. Especially as most companies frown on full contact sign language. The shirt I was wearing yesterday, the anything is a piñata if you hit it hard enough, I sent a picture of that to my boss and she fucking loved it. I love having a boss that gets my sense of humour, doesn't think everything is a threat or inappropriate. She's so fucking chill. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecution is ready, Your Honour. Defence is ready, Your Honour. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honour. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. Some absolutely crazy videos of people defending themselves on YouTube. I do not doubt it. I see. Prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Who needs a lawyer? I attended 3 months of classes at my local community college. Exactly. You'll be fine. Hey, Poirot, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Where are we? We're in court with the defendant. It's a lot. A lot of the crazy videos tend to be soft-sits from my experience, yeah. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanour. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Redwhite to the stand. Okay, Hobbs, don't fuck your voice up by trying to do the Redwhite voice right now, because you will break yourself. Even if it is really easy to do. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? I hate him so much. Your name? Maya still in jail? No, Maya is not in jail because we have been accused of the crime that she was accused of, so she doesn't need to be in jail anymore. Eat the rich, especially this guy. And actually, don't eat him, you don't know where he's been, but definitely guillotine him. Yes, that's what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Redwhite, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I'm the CEO, or to use a more common term, president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? Probably unsafe to feed to the pigs. Yep, absolutely. May Mr. White never be able to trust a fart. Ever. Also, may he ever suffer paper cuts when oh! Ow! CEO and president are separate jobs, sir. They are. It's almost like this man has no idea what he's talking about. If anybody's seen Glass Onion, Redwhite is Edward Norton's character, but like way before Edward Norton's character was a thing. I can't remember the guy's name, like the character's name. Just remember that he's a prick. And that he's supposed to be basically Elon Musk. Okay, Primbles, if you adored Knives Out, you will definitely get something out of Glass Onion, but it is not as good as Knives Out, in my opinion. You can't catch lightning in a bottle twice, it never works well. But it's a very good little film. I think I saw a thing that said that Knives Out is a whodunit and Glass Onion is a whydunit. And I think that's a pretty reasonable assessment of the situation. I just want more of Blanc, don't we all? Don't we all? Daniel Craig and his weird fucking foghorn leghorn accent is just delightful. Well, to be fair, Elon Musk is a prick, so that's an accurate portrayal then. It absolutely is. But yeah, Redwhite is basically like an Elon Musk, whatever Edward Norton's character in Glass Onion is called, kind of character. Very much says something that is completely incorrect and everyone around him goes, masterful gambit, sir, kind of character. Hello, Ink, welcome in. God, that movie. God, what movie? Glass Onion. What about it? Phoenix is one of the people benefiting from the death of Maya's sister. Yeah, it's true. And he gets away with it for an entire series. He does. Villain was so literally stupid. Yeah, he was. That was kind of the point. Like, he had nothing. He was nobody. He was a nobody. That was the entire point. It was poking fun at people that do the Masterful Gambits thing to Elon Musk. Because he doesn't deserve their love or their adoration or their attention or their money. It was great writing, how being frustrated was actually entertaining. Yes, absolutely. Yes, exactly, Mod Hell. Anyway. That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel on the night of the murder, yes? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. This is probably the most frustrating trial in the entire series, purely because everybody is in his fucking pocket. If I can rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! I hate him. I hate him so much. Every time he sparkles, I hate him more. I hope you've made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. No gods, no masters. Fuck you, Mr. White. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. No gods, no kings, only gun. Yes. In Phoenix's case, it's a finger gun when he points. About 9, I believe. I was quietly perusifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window.
Protesto!
No gods or kings, only objection. Thought the thief trial was more frustrating, but that's more games down the line. Yeah, no, I like that one. I like that one. I won't say any more than that on it though, because most of this community has never played the Phoenix Wright games before. So this is a first playthrough for everybody but me, basically, and a handful of others. Flash news. Me neither. No worries. It's quietly crucifying. Done that one. Okay, then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised? No gods and no kings except Godzilla, yes. Oh, really cool rocket. Very nice. Its lower teeth are mighty tall. It's almost like they're fake. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then that I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. I think the reason this annoys me more than any other trial in the whole series is because I just want to... You know the often used meme from Princess Bride of Inigo Montoya going, you keep saying that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. That's just my brain all the way through this fucking trial whenever he talks. And it really bugs me. Like, I don't word good. I know I don't word good. But I'm willing to admit that I don't word good. He's an arsehole, and it really annoys me. Nothing about him is real. He's just so fake, and it's so irritating. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honour. So, first things first, it's been a little while since we looked at the court record, so let's check. Can we... We don't have a time of death. Or if we do, we can't see it in the autopsy report, which is a little frustrating. So we're going to press everything. He's incredibly edumacated, he absolutely is. How do you know what time it was? Because I'm always abso-positively perfect, you know? No, you're not getting away with that. You're so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered some room service for 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. The bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May, but he testified that he did not see you at the time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at the time? I was quietly perusifying, that's reading to you some papers by the window. Okay. What papers? By window, you mean the one directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices? Correct. It's the only window, you see. And there you were reading papers. Can someone drop something heavy on him? I fucking wish, Cypher. Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. Bedlam. Okay, so we're going to press Q. Again. A bedlam? Must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You've made a career out of snooping. Then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. So we're going to press here as well. Spiky-haired. What do we have in our... So we have Miss May's testimony. She said it was absolutely definitely Maya. So we could present that here and see what that does for us, but we need to be very, very careful. So we're pressing everything first. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. There we go. This is why we press instead of presenting, because pressing doesn't run the risk of us hurting ourselves usually. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is this judge on anyway? I think we all know the answer to that. He's on the side of money. And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. He's on the side of guilty verdicts, he is, yeah. Did you know she'd been tapping the Fay office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fay woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. He's only a little full of himself. Man's gotta eat. He does. But not doing things that puts you in a position where you can be blackmailed is generally a clever idea. The nation of Tropico disputes this. Well done, Primpos. Well done. Okay, let's get some more information about this. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. Comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. Did anybody else catch that? The victim ran to the left, and you gave chase. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but was caught and struck. Now, he could very well be correct there. The victim probably did run to the left. But why would one person that witnessed the crime say that they ran to the left and the other say that they ran to the right? I can only think of one situation in which both of these things can be true. It's finger gun time. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. Had a German ad on the Miles Edgeworth investigations. Really? No worries, Cypher. You take care. It's been lovely to see you today. To the left from the front, to the right from the rear means he had to be in the office. It does indeed, Modhail. And it ended in Igiari. It's a really great objection sound. I love the Japanese objection sound. Or looking in a mirror, indeed. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho ho, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? I'm gonna let it hang here for a second so that we can enjoy his suffering. Because the mask is slowly coming off. We got him rumbled now. We do. We do. I usually put up a meme counter for these things. That's a really good plan, to be honest with you. Very strange. I did see her run into the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. Oh yes. Yes, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I'm looking forward to us getting to that part, Gislek. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Okay. Would somebody like to do an exclamation mark both in chat before I click this button? Both is good. Thank you, Rocket. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha, I doubt it. Time to put the white knackers in the vase, indeed. Brother, that does not clear up the contradiction. Edgeworth's mask also slipping. There's one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He's not viewing the crime from the hotel. He saw it on television. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing.
Take that!
This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. My point exactly, edgy boy. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion.
Objection!
The postulations of the defence are a distortion of the truth, Your Honour. Edgeworth, please take a moment to understand this statement. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ha ha ha. Provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, what now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. Order? Fine, I'll have a medium Happy Burger menu and a double dopamine jockey shake. I'm sorry, but the Happy Burger is closed. I'm sorry, Modho. No Happy Burger today. They have activated Phoenix's trap card. Random bullshit and flying by the seat of his pants. Yep, exactly. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologise. Mr. Your Honour, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. You know what he's going to do now, don't you? Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. How has this man not technically committed perjury yet? Oh no, he absolutely has committed perjury. But he's got the judge and the prosecution in his pocket. Only one blow on the autopsy report. Poirot's got it in one. Bravo, Poirot. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honour. Okay, we're gonna work our way through. I feel that the judge is just an idiot, to be honest. The judge is kind of an idiot, yes. It does say died from a blow by a blunt object. So this should work. Whoa, 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 says Gizlek. Don't knock the poor judge. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being dumb. There are many dumb people in this chat. They will gladly proclaim as such. Early onset dementia, maybe, but he's the oldest judge, so nobody wants to say anything. Aww. That's just kind of sad. Like, he should have retired ages ago if that's the case.
Objection!
Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. Suck it! What do you have to say to that? He likes the sound of his gavel too much, he absolutely fucking does. Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Oh no, we hurt his fifis. The poor baby. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, crowd's on my side, because Phoenix's smug face. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Oh, okay. Oh, his poor Fifis. Insert image of Tardigrade playing violin here. This is when things usually turn to crap, when he pulls the smug face. Yeah, when he's cocksure of himself is when things go horribly, horribly wrong. And then he pulls the other face. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow, thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it's hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Not so confident anymore. No, he's completely changed in demeanor now. And I think the artists that did the original art and the updated art, and the writers, for the localization at the very least, did a really good job of representing just how much he shrunk into himself. Now he's realised that there's only one person here that's actually on his side, and it's only because he has to be. What thing? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that? The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Where were you looking, Mr. White? Mr. White? How could you see it on the floor? Unless you were in the office. The glass stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before?
Hey, buddy. What's up? What are you squeaking at me for? Please what? Please what? No. Whatever it is, it can wait. Go get Slow to let you out. You wanna go outside? Go ask Slow.
Why me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. White's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well. Witness may continue his account. Okay. Let's go back. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, folks. Welcome back, Brimbles. Ooh, KFC. Yummy. I'm a little jealous. I know I shouldn't, but I really want a KFC now. I've developed a bit of a soft spot for their rice boxes. We're getting close now, we are. Badger the witness. If I had my way, I'd be honey badgering him right in the face. Indeed. I had a wrap from KFC for lunch. Yummy. So, do you see what I see, chat? He saw a glass light stand lying on the floor when he looked. How do you recognize the light stand in those shattered bits? Exactly.
Objection!
Exactly. Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then?
Hello there.
Hey Zara, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big problem here. I'm doing well, thank you. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred. Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. Oh, it's absolutely impeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. If we check that. Because it was in the corner. Look at this. These are the floor plans for the scene of the murder. Yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Right, Deculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen it from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Gah! How could he have been alerted to the scene by the sound of the light stand falling when he was watching before the stand fell? So he claimed that he wasn't watching before the stand fell, and was alerted to the crime taking place by the sound of the light stand falling, but he knew it was a light stand. So he just tied himself in knots. He tried to do the conceal the truth within a lie thing. But he went the wrong way about it, basically. Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I miss Mia. Heh. Looks like we're about to get our verdict.
Objection!
What the fucker? That's far enough, Phoenix, right? What? Ugh, I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do, Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that the accursed light stand. Leading the witness, that is not allowed, and yet he is being allowed to do it. What kind of bullshit is this? Fucking clown court is what it is. Clown court. When I press on something that's important to the case, I get accused of badgering. But when Edgeworth puts words in the man's mouth, he's not leading the witness. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honour. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He's determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. It was shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. Can Mr. Wright demand a trial by combat? I volunteer as his champion. Oh, believe me, Modhale, he doesn't need the help. But thank you. I think leading the witness is actually allowed in Japanese courts. I think it is, yeah. To an extent. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Could he though? Perhaps we have overlooked something. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is.
Is it though? Is it really?
You will testify to the court about this wiretapping. He's back to his smug self. Leave it to me. I feel faint. We did so well, everybody. Fucking Miles. Ruining our fun. Beginning of September, the week before the murder, I had entered the Fane-Co law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over? By the sound? Correct. That is right. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Gah, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Now, I think we need to do something. We need something to happen before we can do what we need to do next. Yeah, we do. So, we're gonna press everything and hope for the best. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. We're just gonna press everything. Is it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fane-Co law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fane-Co law offices. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Nice work, Chibi. Proud of you. That's because I have trained Chibi in the ways of banning now, Primbles. My plan is to make it so that the mods for this channel only have to intervene and actually do moderator shit when it's an actual interpersonal issue, as it were. Because I want you folks to be able to sit back and enjoy the streams. And if you're busy, I don't want you to feel like you need to be here and protecting people from fucking shitty follower bots. So Chibi can do that now, so that you're there if I need you for the serious shit that requires a human touch. Or a mouse touch, as the case may be. Yeah, they do, don't they, Gizlurk? They absolutely do. Hello, Zero. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish. So I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. That was September 5th. I heard a theory for a while that they're scraping those for usernames. That would make sense, yeah. That would absolutely make sense. This conversation was September 5th. So that's the only conversation from that we know of from the wiretap. Backspace. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Tisk tisk, I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. Oh, thank you, Chibi. And you will forever be the cutest and most pettable bot. Always, Primbles. Always. Yeah, I want you folks to be able to save your brain power for when I really desperately need you to, like, do something. But I want you to be able to just sit and enjoy the streams and not have to deal with this bullshit just because Twitch can't do anything about it. Or won't do anything about it, which is more likely the case. So, like, if a ne'er-do-well comes in, they're all yours. Chibi won't know what to do with them. Oh, and if the Nakey bots come back, which apparently they are, Chibi doesn't know how to deal with those either, so you could always bop the Nakey bots. It's your birthday next month. Excellent. Fuck import fees. Yep, that is reasonable. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright? Are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! There we go. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice.
Get nice and moist for me, won't you?
Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? We really were feeling faint. Primeby makes adorable noises if you head pat them. I'm sure they do. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Zara. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. You're ready for some Ace Attorney trademark bullshit? Yep. Brace for the bullshit. Ah, you're finally awake. Gak! Hey, Phoenix. Gak, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Ta-da! You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix, White wrote that, not me. So, So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. The fact that Goth isn't here for this is really odd. Yeah. Goth is missing out on the loose titty. It's just the way it cracks out sometimes, I'm afraid. I'm gonna just quickly snooze the ad break. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th? That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? Beginning of September, the week before the murder. On the legal part, how does this channeling stuff work? So in this universe, mediums are not used by the police anymore because of the Faye sisters' mother being outed as a fraud, which is what this particular chapter is kind of hinging on at the moment. It's giving us all that information. It mentioned the DL6 incident earlier, which is the incident in which Maya and Mia's mum was working with the police. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. There we go. Let's try this again, shall we? Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. He's also a bit too warm in his jacket. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Okay. So...
Objection!
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Waha, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Yeah, not such a fucking star prosecutor now, are you, matey? Because you didn't look at the other side of the receipt either. Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. Nobody checked the other side, they fucking didn't. Which is kind of a running theme in this game series. And here we see Phoenix and Miles being two halves of the whole idiot. Yeah. Absolutely. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered the Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. I think we broke him. Well, Mr. White? Can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Good. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... No one made a graphology test on the receipt. They couldn't because writing something in blood with your finger as you're dying will not yield the same results as actual handwriting. It would still count as a questioned document, and somebody in forensics would have seen the other side of that receipt as a result of that. However, this is a fictional setting, so it did not go into that level of detail. Forensics did no fucking work on this case, apparently. Not so fast, Phoenix, right? Eh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. Forensics absolutely exists in this world, as we will learn quite a fair bit later. However, it does exist. It's like he can read our minds and we're just like, of course he can wriggle out of it. It's fucking Edgeworth, and Edgeworth's just like, oh, thank you, yes, I know, I'm God's gift. Got to respect forensics' day off, you do. Certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Huh. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. No need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, in Japan it's more guilty until proven innocent rather than innocent until proven guilty. If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? Fuck you too, Judge. Yes, I'll be held in contempt. Completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. Excuse me, Your Honor, I need a day to forge new evidence. Accurate, well done. No, there's no telling what will happen if I end this now. If I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up, something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. If this were a CSI episode, they'd have matched microplastics in a peanut stain on the receipt to White's favourite brand of toothpicks, then verified it by asking White for a saliva sample, which they then run a 5-second DNA test on that matches a rare species of dental bacteria that only 1% of the population has, which White is the only one in the country to have. Yeah. That is how the bullshit in CSI works, which is why I don't watch CSI anymore, because it makes me angry. Like, I can cope with the speeding up of extremely long-winded tests that require a lot of paperwork, because that would not be fun to watch. But the bullshit that they just fucking make up when the actual science is really fucking cool, that will not stand. That will not stand. Also, the not-so-subtle transphobia. We don't vibe with that. We do not vibe with that. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud. Oh, the fucking enhanced zoom bullshit, yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry, Chibi, no break yet. Your Honor, I humbly request that we have no break. Mia, what's this? Your Honor, if I may? You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. Yeah, well, I'm probably gonna get executed if I don't persist. So, oh yeah, Boston Legal's fun. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. See? There's something I would like to read to the court. This is a poem. It's about my least favourite prosecutor. Edgeworth, you're a prick. Get out of the courtroom. I suck at poetry. By Phoenix Wright. The memo Mia had given to me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Domain expansion black book. Many of them sounded oddly Japanese. Yeah, funny that. Stop, desist, halt. Please, stop. Make him stop. How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. How do you like them apples, bitch? I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Is it the list of women he disappointed in bed? No, it is the list of people who have committed suicide because he was blackmailing them. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Deus Ex Mia, indeed. Again, as Rocket pointed out, see Ace Attorney brand bullshit, and I fucking love it. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Literally. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. I love his goofy smile as well. Well, this court finds the defense, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. He's such a dweeb affectionate, he absolutely is. One of the reasons I adore these games so much is because the characters, even the bad characters, like the evil characters, are really likable, or really hateable, admittedly. But, like, they're really well put together characters that they're kind of soap opera-y, they're kind of telenovela, very sort of amped up to 11. But it works so well. Like, they take themselves just seriously enough. In some cases, likable and hateable. Hello, Edgeworth, we're talking about you again. But yeah, it's one of the reasons I love these games so much, because the characters do stick with you. Some of them for a very long time, others for less time, obviously, but they do. They're very memorable characters, very appreciated appreciable characters. Appreciable? No conviction for White? No, he gets his own trial for that. September 9th. 2:24 PM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but it's time for us to have a break. Okay, everybody. Drinks, snacks, stretches, fresh air, all that good stuff. And I will see you in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, there we go. After I've done the same. BRB.
Did you leave?
I thought we were eliminated. I'm so sorry.
Did you leave?
I did. I've abandoned you. I'm the worst. You might actually win the crown, though, now that I'm not there.
I worked so hard to survive Slime Coin. You died.
I'm sorry.
You've left me?
I'm the worst friend. I'm the worst.
The Rat King can rely on no one but himself.
I'm gonna go sit in the corner and think about what I've done. Your floor, D. Beware of the 2 large pincers. Of course, they can pinch. Crab facts. Rocks are known for just eating whatever they come across. Yeah. I mean, same. I. Hey, Sadie. If I'd have known that, I would have wished for a Oh, fucking hell! What? No! Ah! Shit!
I believe in you, Cicero. I'm really there, buddy.
What the fuck just... Like, it just sort of abandoned and then we were out of fuel. Causing irreparable damage is the best part of parenting.
What are you doing? You're being lewd again, Mom. More like
Welcome back from the break, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed listening to the Turnabout Sisters theme whilst we were on that break. I love this bit of music. It's one of my favourite bits of music in the entire franchise. This and one of the Prosecutors theme tunes that we'll hear later, much later. Really, really good bits of music. I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations. You're lucky I was born a fae. I think I know who that is. I think you probably do. Because it's a really fucking good bit of music. Welcome back from the Lurkers Lounge, Cyborg. But we'll need to wait and see. You will need to wait and see, yes. I'm lucky I had you both. I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me. And Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here's running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! Not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight, say 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia! September 9th, 9:02 PM, Fay & Co. Law Offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face! Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Do I look like your girlfriend? Look like you were her. Might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Maya he, Maya who. Maya, ha 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 ha. Well done, Mod Hale. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of? Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fay, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay. Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers! It's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Your girl? Yep. Edgeworth is so angry right now. Okay, wait up. And that's Turnabout Sisters. Authentic American teriyaki burger. Yep. Okay. Okay, everybody. Now, you might be able to see something from this that makes you go, oh yeah, this is probably Hobby's favourite chapter. And if you were thinking that just from looking at that, you'd be fucking right. I fucking love this chapter. This is my favourite chapter in the first game. We're here, everyone. So we're going to do the opening to this bit and then we will finish up for the day. The weeb chapter. Look, I am a massive tokusatsu weeb. So yes, it's the weeb chapter and I fucking love it. The introduction to some of the best music in the entire series. It really fucking is. And I mentioned this before. Have you seen Spider-Man? It's obligatory. I think I've seen enough Spider-Man, yes. What was I going to say? Yes, I mentioned this previously when it comes to the music. There is a remix album called Cadenza. Or by Cadenza. I always get that mixed up. Pretty sure it's... yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Cadenza. But it's all Phoenix Wright tracks remixed to be, like, kind of more disco-y. And the main theme for this particular episode is on that album. And I loved that track so much that it was my my ringtone for about 4 years. Back when it wasn't particularly common to have your phone on silent all the time. Okay, everybody, it is time for Turnabout Samurai. I hope you're all ready. Strap in. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Love this bit of music so much. I'm not reading all of this because it doesn't matter. But you get the idea. I mean, that's fair, Gizlek. Unfortunately, I need my phone for, like, work shit, among many other things, including keeping in touch with my friends. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Writing Color offices. We're a little early for this one, unfortunately. Like, 5 days early? We should be doing this next week. Whole month after the last case, yep. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What's that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? What the heck are you doing getting excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Owns a fucking law office at 24. I'm nearly 10 years his senior. This is sobering. Oh man. I'm not crying at the fact that I'm getting old. My eyes itch. Ah, Christ. There we go. Who made eyes itchable? Like, what kind of flawed design is that? Jeez. And watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. You and me both, Phoenix. You and me both. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law officers. Having an eye infection every 3 months is how I feel you are. I'm sorry to hear that, poor eye. That fucking sucks. That must be really difficult to not just itch all the time as well. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 AM, Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick. Please, Nick. Well, that's a fine how'd you do, isn't it? It's now 9:22 AM. We have probably gotten a coffee, but not much breakfast. This is a bad day. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. I keep forgetting he doesn't live in the office. Yeah, there's nowhere for him to live in the office, unfortunately. This has to be a joke. No, no, no! It's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai is over! The world is over! Yes, Wright & Co. law officers. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yes, yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick! Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. There's a whole corner. It's perfect for crying yourself to sleep. That is a very fair point. And it would save on the rent. Is Agent Dum Dum on the case? When you say Agent Dum Dum, do we mean Detective Gumshoe? Because bless him, he tries. Mostly people's patience, especially Edgeworth's patience. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. What? It'd be nice he tries his best. I did say that. You know, I've heard of taking your role seriously, but this is a bit much. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention centre and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. You don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. She's so... Excuse the pun, she's so convicted here. Classical case of method acting, absolutely. Went a little bit too far down the method rabbit hole. Do we have any bear fans in chat? 'Cause oh boy, have I got the bear for you. Does he count as a bear if he's really big? Or can you only be a bear if you're really small? I'm always fuzzy on that detail. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? It's Wolverine! It's Poundland Wolverine. What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Behold, our client. Wait, no, I have something for this. Wolverine at home, yeah. I did have something for this. I've lost it. There it is. Behold, our client. This is what you asked for, Maya. I was going to say Aldi Leo Whitefang. That also works, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. But he definitely did it. Murder. At least once, maybe twice. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask. I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? Didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. Guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Make your mind up, girl. Will is literally the sweetest person in the fucking game. Yeah. And that's another thing I love about this game series, because it does subvert your expectations with the way the characters look. He looks like he's gonna beat you the fuck up, but he's actually just a complete fucking sweetheart. And Phoenix goes into every interaction with every new character just like, okay, you scare me a little bit, but I'm gonna give you a chance, whereas Maya just jumps to a conclusion immediately about a character based on the way they look. And then is often proven wrong, as she was right there. No worries at all, Model. You take care. Rest well. Possibly the series. Yeah. No, he may actually just be the nicest character in the entire series. You're right. I mean, there are some characters that will come close to that bar later, but not yet. Not for a while yet. Oh, we can't examine him. I thought we could. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. You know, if this whole law business doesn't work out, they could become a Manzai duo. They could. They absolutely could. Yes, of course. Of course. Seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. He took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this, and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Okay. And that is where we finish up today, because I'm hungry and want to go get some dinner. Wrong one. Or is that the right one? No, it's the right one. Silly me. It says save right at the top there. Okay, everybody. Massive thank you for coming along today. I hope you've all had fun. I certainly have. Special thank yous today go to Gizlek and Mosmaro for the raids. But for everybody that's been here, whether you've been chatting or lurking, whether it's your first time here, whether it's your 1000th time here, whether you follow, are subscribed, or none of the above, I really do appreciate you all hanging out and showing support for this community in all the ways that you do, both on Twitch and off Twitch. It's been a blast, especially the CEO crucifixion. Yes, it has. Thanks for the court stream. You're most welcome. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So, court is adjourned for the day. I need to find somebody to send you lovely folks over to. I did say that I might do a stream tomorrow, but I've decided I'm actually just going to take tomorrow for myself, because I've had a few stressful days at work and it's been busy. We've had the bonus stream. You're most welcome, Giz. Like, I will be doing this again next Wednesday. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not going to do a bonus stream. I'm not going to stream tomorrow unless it's Gaming in Tandem on DMAX channel, but I don't think that's happening tomorrow. So I will be live next on Friday, when we will probably do some Balan unless I get distracted. We might do some speedrun practice on Friday, depending on if I find time to do any more before Saturday as well. As a reminder, the reason I'm talking about speedrun practice is because I am... Oh, come on, Twitch. Don't be like that. I am running Crow Country, any percent, at Clock Tower Time Tick for Safe in Our World on Saturday. 6 p.m. BST is when the event starts. My run is supposed to be at 6:15 p.m. BST.
Goodbye, everybody.
And you're most welcome, Bunny. Thank you for being here. And there is a donation incentive poll for my run, which if you click on that Tiltify link, you'll be able to, in the third comment, you'll be able to go straight to the donation page and select which costume Mara will wear for my Crow Country run. And it's all going to a great charity. Safe in Our World is a fantastic charity. So, now that I've done the admin stuff, all that's left to do is find someone to send you over to. Let's see who we've got. You know what? I'm gonna go send you all over to Flinty. Because we've not seen Flint in a while. And they are a very good deer. So, right. I'm going to go get some dinner. So, hopefully I'll see you on Friday. Till I do see you next, you lovely people. I want you to take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wash your fucking attorney's badges. And have a great rest of your week, everyone. However you're spending it. Right, court is adjourned. Go and say hello to Flint for me. Bye-bye.